All right, welcome to the 2017 edition of Behind the Bench. We're here with the new Nanooks head coach, Lance West. How you doing, Lance?
Good. How you doing?
Not too shabby. Ready to kick the season off.
Yeah.
Nanooks moved back into the Carlson Center here. Obviously familiar digs, but some new leadership around with you at the helm. Tell us about the transition so far this year.
You know, it's been good. It's been, obviously a few fires to put out early and some things like that, which it always is. But we have a really good group here and returning guys, and that made the transition pretty easy. And then also having Eric back, guy that I've worked with and who I knew before from when I coached here in my early days. So helps make the transition. It's been pretty good. There's always a few bumps in the road, but that's expected. And we've dealt with them and moved on, and it's all just a positive energy. And what I've liked in the transition so far the most is probably just the attitude's been great, and there's been a lot of positive energy moving forward, and the focus is to be positive and let's go. Yeah,
it seems like there is a lot of positive energy around the team this year. There seems to be a lot of optimism. There seems to be a lot of right guys in the right spots. A lot of guys coming back that had a lot of offensive power. Chad Staley, our top scorer, obviously returning as a junior. Who were some of the other guys on the roster this year you're looking to sort of take a step forward from last year, or any of the top newcomers this year?
Well, I mean, obviously all the sophomores last year played a lot. Tyler Klein really started to come out at the end of the year. Kyler Hope started to come out at the end of the year, and obviously Leader and Ben Teetering and Ross Height, played all year and were contributing in that. So, I mean, really those five guys as sophomores making the jump, I hope all can kind of have that kind of year and go from the 14 and 12 points to, the 20-point guys. And we're looking at them to make big jumps, and we have to have them do that. Obviously, also return Chad. And then Taylor Munson is one of the key guys. He's been one of our top centers for years, and he's there. He's such a reliable player. He plays in all situations, but I'm hoping this year for him, and I really think he has the ability to do it, to put up more numbers. To him to have a big jump offensively and find a way to do that. So, you talk about those two guys, the five sophomores, there are 7 guys already that you have that have shown to have the ability to play in your top 9 forwards at the Division I level. And then there's a lot of competition. I mean, the guys like honestly have come back, and Riker Lear and Aaron Hurt, and these guys have come back in better shape and ready to go, and they're going to push, for time. And as for the new guys, happy with all of them. I mean, Steven Jadner came in as one of our top guys, recruited, a while ago, had a great junior career, and he's doing really well. And, we had Newton, who was a real late addition, but he's been fantastic since he's been here. Great work ethic, good skill, and, Justin Young is playing in a good role right now. So, you're always optimistic about these guys going in early. And you always feel like that, and that's the way it should be. But now it's, we're getting ready to roll, and it's going to have to get it done now.
Yeah, it's kind of always the the question mark for a freshman coming in. How do they make the jump from juniors to the college game? Yeah, it's obviously a different pace. I mean, we see that year after year, but it seems like a lot of the guys here that have a lot of speed. The other guy you didn't mention, Brendan Blazak, has a hell of a stick too. That sounds like he can put it away.
Well, we got other guys. Kyle Marino didn't play last year. He's ineligible. He's a big body. He's a power forward, typical player we haven't had the last few years. Great leadership, great work ethic, And then Brendan Blazak, I mean, the kid can fly, and he's got a great work ethic. He tested well physically. So, there's a lot of competition, and that's what you have. And I think we got 15 guys, and they're going to battle for 12 spots. And, as I said, when I took the job, probably one of the hardest things I'm going to deal with is making personnel decisions. Because you like all these guys, but it's going to come down to execution.
Yeah, even on the backside, you return your top 4 defensemen, and you also get a guy back like Kyle Fraser, who's been on the sideline for a couple of years now. He's going to play his first minutes here against Simon Fraser for the first time, I think, 2.5 years.
Oh, so you put him in the lineup already? I didn't know that.
Oh, I'm
just kidding. I'm not saying he is or he isn't yet. So I hadn't made that decision, but I'm glad you made it for me. So no,
I do what I can.
I appreciate that. It's been 2.5 years. Kyle's worked so hard. I mean, you just have to have a lot of respect for what he's done and how hard in the shape he's in. He's in such phenomenal shape. He trains. He does everything the right way. When it comes to getting his body prepared. So you're really pulling for him. But we got 9 defensemen back, and they've all played. And it's going to be tough because as I said in the WCHA media, all these guys at some point in their careers have played. Kyle was playing with Parayko at times in his first year before he had the surgery. Jack Weiss was playing a lot his first year, and in power play role at some time and in and out of the lineup and played a lot of minutes. And Hinsey's always been a guy that's been so reliable, and that every one of us is comfortable and confident with his ability when he's on the ice. He's just that he's like a safety blanket, you just feel comfortable with him out there. So, you know, all those guys, and James Ledoux last year played minutes. I mean, these guys have all played, and these guys are competing for spots. So there's a lot of depth, and it's just going to be who, you know, unfortunately, someone's going to have to emerge there.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's always for the best of the team, and
Yep.
you kind of hinted at it a little bit there too early on in the WCHA. You just had the conference call with the conference, and the media and the coaches poll. If you come out now, the Nanooks are pegged at 8th in both, I believe. But I think the story, you know, from the outside looking in, is you've got 2 goaltenders who, you know, have been on the roster for a year but haven't played any minutes yet coming into the season. But it seems like the confidence level around those guys are quite high.
Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, I said at the media day, I mean, obviously, that's the question in our team, who's going to be our goaltender, right? You can look at 9 defensemen back, and all our sophomores, 12 guys last year, you know, all the forwards we have back, and, you know, there's, and, you know, people are going to say, okay, the hole's the goaltending, where is it? You know, the guys all graduated and moved on, but they were both here, and they both practiced last year. The guys have seen them, they know what their ceiling are. And they're very confident in what their abilities are. And, you know, as a staff, it's the same way. I mean, there wasn't like a panic on, you know, hey, one of these guys is going to emerge, and you know, we feel good about it. So, and the guys do, and they've been making comments about how well they've practiced. And, you know, if they're confident in their goaltender, it usually shows in their play.
And that's what you hope for. And as you come to a game like, you know, your exhibition here against Simon Fraser, sort of your first look to test in a game situation for some of these guys. What are you looking for this weekend?
You know, really this weekend is just to get our feet wet, get to see them compete, see our battle, see if we're ready to go and compete and work hard and do those type of things. Obviously the structure, starting to see where we're at, what we understand, what we're missing, you know. So it's really just an evaluation of where we are structure-wise, what we're understanding, what maybe we haven't picked up yet, and then also guys are competing for their spots. This is a game where guys can compete. Are they going to go compete? Who wants to get those spots that are open right now? And we haven't made decisions on our lineup. Not everything's set. And Simon Fraser will be the first challenge, you know, to see who wants that spot the most.
Well, it sounds like I made one decision for you with Cal. You
well,
yeah, there too.
It's making my job.
Put that one in the books, guys.
Yeah.
So with a strong preseason schedule here to start off the season. I mean, you got Air Force coming in next week, and then you go hit the road, and probably one of the top 10 teams in the country with St. Cloud. Sort of a good measuring stick early before you hit conference.
Yeah, I mean, Air Force is favored to win Atlantic hockey. They're in the tournament team last year. They're a preseason top 20 team, and they're always a well-coached hockey. Frank's coached college hockey for a long time. Some people say he is Air Force hockey. You know, he's associated with them. He's coached in the American League in Denver. I mean, I've known him for years. He's a fantastic coach, and they have the players, and they have a work ethic that typically doesn't get matched, and we have to match that work ethic every time you play Air Force or a military service team. You have to match their work ethic no matter what, because they do that. But over the years, he's added a lot of speed to his team and skill. So, you know, they're a top 20 team, and you have to give them credit for that because they've earned it. So, you know, nothing's going to be easy early. Like, it's, you know, 2 top 20 teams, and we're going to see where we're at right away.
Well, I think we're all looking forward to the season, and as we get this thing rolling, of course, it's a long wait till hockey season starts, and we're all excited to get back to the Carlson Center, which we have a first chance to do this Friday against Simon Fraser right here at 7:07 before they can head down to Anchorage and play them on Sunday. So, thanks for your time, Coach.
Yeah, thanks, Britton.
Yeah,
look forward to it.
Thanks.